Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 1680. Guys, if you're following along on YouTube, jump on over to the WODdoc.com and check out all the full-length videos that we house there. Out here, down outside of Charlotte, Performance Unlimited. Just had an awesome rock tape class here. We'll be back tomorrow, got in a good workout, and now we're talking about testing the transverse plane. You've seen here on a number of times on my channel that I talk about the weakness in the transverse plane being, I would actually call it the secondary weakness. Primary weakness that we test out as humans is in the frontal plane. We are really good in the sagittal plane, flexion and extension. But the weakness in the other two planes tends to lead us to injury. When we get injured and we test people in that have been injured, they are pretty much always weak in one of those two planes, transverse or frontal plane. So I'm going to show you an easy way to test out the transverse plane so you feel it and you could feel kind of the awkwardness of it almost. And because especially in the transverse plane, we can see this relatively quickly because we have a dominance pattern in one way or another if we're left or right-handed. So what we're going to do here is we're going to test this out because we want to be equally as strong in left rotation and right rotation, okay? And we want that because when we load ourselves axially or in different types of movements when we go to push off, all right? If we're weak relatively in one of those planes, right? Frontal, sagittal, or transverse, we're probably going to leak or fall into that plane of motion, and that's where we tend to get hurt, okay? Is falling into a plane of motion that we're not trying to get into. So, we're gonna put ourselves in an athletic stance. I'm lucky enough to have this Kaiser here, but you guys can do this with the jump stretch band. It'll work just the same. The hand that is towards or away from the machine, all right? Or if you're mounted to a jump stretch band to a vertical, what we're doing is we're gonna have the arm that is away from the machine holding on to the handle or the jump stretch band. We are going to take a position like a Derek Jeter position, I call it, nice athletic stance. From right here, we want to get a comfortable weight that we're able to do 10 repetitions where we are coming, like, actually it's a little bit close for me, where we're coming from a rotated position of about 90 degrees to a rotated position of about 90 degrees, right? So here versus here, right? And we want to be able to do that 10 times on one side, okay? So all I'm going to do is come through this in a relatively quick pace, not like I'm doing a lift here, a relatively athletic quick pace. And then we're gonna go to the other hand. My back is gonna be towards the camera, but you'll be able to see. Again, what I'm doing is I'm setting myself up so I'm about 90 degrees where I hold with two hands. The far hand is the gripping hand, the other hand is the supporting hand. From right here, I'm gonna drive into that about 90 degrees in the other direction. Drive into 90 degrees in the other direction. And I want you guys to compare what it feels like to go from left rotation to right rotation. And I guarantee you, for the vast majority of you, you will feel a huge difference, okay? It needs to be a weight that is challenging to do on the easier side, okay? So if you're right-handed, it's gonna be easier for you to go into left rotation, most likely. So get a weight, challenge it into left rotation, and then compare that into right rotation and see how you feel, okay? If you are indeed having trouble left versus right, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Guys, questions and comments, please post them below. Otherwise, we are here each and every day optimizing function to optimize performance.